You've probably been living under a cave if the name Putin doesn't ring a bell. There's just something about the man and his name that's always filled with controversies. Well, if you didn't know, Putin is the president of Russia, or as they're officially known, the Russian Federation. Russia is the world's largest country by size. Although Russia is popularly known for its military capabilities and propensity to want to go to war for any slight provocation, it's also one of the world's energy superpowers. It has the world's largest natural gas reserves, the second largest coal reserves, the eighth largest oil reserves, and the largest oil shale reserves in Europe. Putin is probably one of the most hated presidents in the world right now because of his invasion of Ukraine. If you know anything about Putin, you should know he's never one to care about others' feelings or opinions of him. Most of President Putin's life has been filled with secrets. Well, we can settle for that since he was a former KGB officer whose personal life would naturally be shrouded in secrecy. But did you also know this man has a secret billion-dollar mansion? Yes, he does, and you will learn all about it in this video. Putin's secret billion-dollar mansion. At this point, it should come as no surprise to anyone that President Vladimir Putin would have an quintessential palace to retire into when being the president is no longer an exciting job. But are you truly surprised President Putin would have a billion-dollar mansion? One quick look at the mansion and you'll agree it's one befitting of a czar. Vladimir Putin is definitely not one to disappoint when it comes to class, elegance, and luxury. The billion-dollar mansion is a reflection of the type of persona Putin loves to be known by. For a man who has dedicated almost 2 decades of his life, that's when we combine his first, second, third, and current 4th term in servitude as ruler of Russia, you best believe his retirement home will be grand. So where's Putin's secret billion-dollar mansion located? If you were Putin, a man hated by the West and most of Europe, and with little or no allies in the world, the safest place to retire would be in your home country of Russia. Putin's secret mansion is said to be located on the Black Sea coast near Gelendzhik, Krasnodar Krai, Russia. From an aerial view, the mansion is well hidden by a thick forest of Turkish pine trees. The mansion seems to be located on top of several cliffs overlooking Russia's Black Sea. A unique observation of this location shows the presence of reefs in the sea. That makes it hard and dangerous for any offshore navigation activities. In other words, no one is coming close to this mansion through the use of ships or boats. Then there's the fact that the airspace above and around the mansion is heavily regulated as Prohibited Special Use Airspace P-116. In regular human terms, a no-fly zone. Simply put, any unauthorized flying object above the mansion's airspace will be shot down. How big is Putin's secret mansion? First, the mansion sits on a landscape on the summit of the cliffs with a total area of 180 acres, 74 hectares. That's about the size of 102 soccer fields. Then there's the main mansion, which is said to span 190,000 square feet. To better understand its enormous size, Putin's mansion is 3 times bigger than the American White House. The estate is also said to have a greenhouse, an amphitheater, an arboretum, an ice palace, a gas station, a church, an aqua disco place, a guest house, a cinema, a special tunnel inside the mountain with a tasting room, and an 80-meter bridge. While we're at it, include a warehouse, meat, fish, vegetable, and dessert shops. Putin's mansion has the facilities of a small town, and that's just what's outside of the mansion. You would think Putin was looking to create a small country to rule over with the sheer size and number of amenities available on the property. But then again, he's Vladimir Putin, and he's never one to shy away from controversies. Just looking at the number of structures on this property, the architect definitely took the phrase retirement home to the extreme. Putin can live in this estate without ever having the need to come out to see the rest of the world. Now, what's on the inside? To give a quick summary before going into details, inside the mansion, there's a swimming pool, casino, theater, strip club, hookah bar, Turkish baths, a dozen bedrooms, saunas, wine cellar, reading room, spa, and music lounge. While there are about a dozen bedrooms, the special focus is on the master bedroom. The room is large and befitting of a man of Putin's reputation. It's said to have a size of 2,800 square feet. It has the finest and most exquisite Turkish furniture, gold leaf-covered sideboards, silks, and other expensive decor. The master bedroom screams luxury and is designed for a king. The master bedroom is only part of the master suite, which has a private lounge, swish living room, a walk-in wardrobe, a marble column spa bath, and there's also an enormous walk-in shower. Furniture pieces used in some of the rooms are said to be quite expensive. For instance, a bed in the second master's bedroom is said to cost around $16,400, with its accompanying dresser costing around $19,700. From the pictures released from the insides of the house, it's obvious that most of its halls and large spaces are high-ceiling. They also have amazing gold leaf details to accentuate the space's luxuriousness. Most of the spaces where guests are allowed are covered in polished marble flooring. These interior spaces are a blend of the Kremlin's Georgievsky Hall and the Palace of Versailles. Then there's the dining room. A noticeable feature of the room, from the pictures released, is the Louis XIV-style dining furniture. It's believed that each of the dining chairs cost about $10,300. The main dining table is said to have been designed in a P shape, which is a preferred design by Putin. The dining room is also large, with white walls and gold finishes. The swimming pool is an important piece of the mansion's interior decor. It is incredibly large and surrounded by marble walls, columns, and ultra-expensive tile. Even for a feature as basic as a swimming pool, there have to be standards to be maintained when designing an indoor pool for Putin's mansion. Should Vladimir Putin ever get bored in his mansion or have guests over, he can easily make use of the Palace Theater. The theater is designed with intricately carved wood and has a lower seating area and balconies, all of which overlook the theater stage. Putin's theater balconies also have imperial boxes for VIPs. One would have thought visitors to the palace would all be VIPs. Then there's the presidential office. After serving a country for almost 2 decades, how can anyone expect Putin to return and sit in a regular office behind any desk? The room has a fine marble fireplace, gilded decoration, and Russia's eagle emblem. It has a T-shaped desk on which Putin would sit, overlooking advisors and guests flanked on both sides of the table. The president's office also has an elaborate set of furniture that oozes elegance. Of course, they are Putin's favorite Louis XIV-style gold furniture, including its chairs and sofas. The never-ending mansion construction. Construction for the secret billion-dollar mansion began in 2005, yet sometime in 2020, images showing construction still ongoing on the mansion were released. And no, it's not because the project is too grand or they somehow ran out of money. It's Putin's we're talking about here. Around 2017, the mansion was plagued with a mold infestation in its lower level. However, by 2018, most of the insides of the mansion were overtaken by a growing mold problem, as reported by some workers who were contracted to work the grounds around that time. They had thought it was a small, controllable infestation until they tore down some fake walls and saw it had engulfed the entire structure. Most of the mansion's walls had to be torn down and reconstructed. There were green and black molds on walls and ceilings, which left an awful smell. As a result, the exquisite furniture had to be removed to make way for easy refurbishing. Large-scale disinfection was reported done twice to prevent future occurrences. Experts believe the mansion's proximity to the Black Sea could have been the cause, as well as a lack of proper ventilation in the mansion. So, how much does it cost to build a secret mansion? If you're planning to build a secret mansion like that of Putin, you should be ready to cough out about $1.3 billion, or about 1 billion pounds. Hopefully, you wouldn't have to incur another extra cost to refurbish and tackle mold infestation. If you're also looking for an exact Italianate design, you may want to hire famous Italian architect Lanfranco Cirillo, who is the original designer of Putin's billion-dollar secret mansion. So, what do you think about Putin's mansion? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section. Also, if you found this video useful and entertaining, then please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel for more interesting stories like this. See you in the next video.